For my beverage management article, I chose the topic of sustainability in bars and the beverage industry. The article I focused on is called Brewing for the Future: Balancing Tradition and Sustainability, published in 2025 in the Journal of the American Society of Brewing Chemists. This article explains how bars, breweries, and restaurants are beginning to focus more on environmental responsibility while still trying to maintain quality service, customer satisfaction, and profit. Sustainability means using business practices that reduce harm to the environment, such as saving water, reducing waste, lowering energy use, and using recyclable or reusable material. In the beverage industry, this has become a major topic because bars and breweries produce a large amount of waste every day, from plastic straws and cups to glass bottles, napkins, food waste, and energy used for refrigeration systems. Bar can, Bars can create a huge environmental footprint. This article explains that sustainability is no longer just a trend, it is becoming an expectation from both customers and business owners. One of the biggest points discussed in the article is water usage. Breweries especially use a very large amount of water during the beer making process. Water is needed for brewing, cleaning tanks, washing equipment, sanitation, and cooling systems. Some breweries use several gallons of water just to make 1 gallon of beer. This creates both environmental and financial problems. This article explains that many businesses are now investing in water recycling systems that allow them to reuse water safely and reduce waste. This saves money over time and helps protect the local water supplies. Another major issue is energy use. Refrigerators, freezers, ice machines, and draft beer systems all require electricity every day, often running 24 hours a day. Bars are now switching to energy efficient equipment, LED lighting, and smarter cooling systems to lower the electricity bills and reduce their carbon footprint. These upgrades may cost more at first, but they help save money in the long run. Another important point in this article is reducing single-use waste. Many bars still rely heavily on disposable products such as plastic straws, plastic cups, takeout containers, stir sticks, and paper napkins. These items are convenient, but they create a lot of trash that end up in the landfills or even in the ocean. This article explains that how many businesses are replacing plastic straws with paper straws, biodegradable products, or reusable metal straws. Some bars are also switching to reusable glassware instead of disposable cups whenever possible. Another example is bottle recycle programs and encouraging suppliers to use eco-friendly packaging. Breweries are also finding creative ways to reuse spent grain, which is the leftover grain from brewing beer. Instead of throwing it away, some breweries donate it to local farms for animal feed or use it for baking products like bread. This reduces waste while helping other businesses in the community. This article caught my attention because sustainability affects everyone, not just people working in the bars. Most customers don't realize how much waste happens behind the scenes in restaurants and bars. People usually focus on the food and drinks they receive, but they don't think about how much water was used to make a beer, how much electricity keeps drinks cold, or how much plastic gets thrown away after one busy night. I find this interesting that small changes can make such a big difference. Something as simple as controlling ice waste, reducing overpouring, improving inventory management, or switching to reusable supplies that can save thousands of dollars over time. I also think this topic is important because younger customers, such as Gen Z, care a lot about environmental responsibility. Many people prefer supporting businesses that show they care about sustainability. If a bar advertises eco-friendly practices, it can improve its reputation and attract loyal customers. I believe sustainability is also directly connected to good beverage management. Bar managers are responsible for much more than making sure drinks are served correctly. They must also control the costs, manage inventory, reduce waste, and create efficient systems. Sustainability helps with all of these goals. For example, better inventory control reduces spoiled ingredients and over-ordering. Energy-efficient machines reduce monthly utility bills. Local sourcing of ingredients can improve freshness while also lowering transportation costs. Even cocktail menus can become more sustainable by using ingredients fully and reducing unnecessary waste. For example, citrus peels that are usually thrown away can be used for garnishes, syrups, or infusions. This idea is sometimes called zero waste bartending, and it becomes very popular in modern bars. It shows that sustainability does not always require expensive changes. Sometimes it simply requires better planning and creativity. I think one thing that this article could have discussed more is employee training. Sustainable systems only work if employees actually follow them every day. A manager can install recycling bins and buy energy saving equipment, but if staff members are not trained properly, those systems may fail. Employees need to understand why sustainability matters and how their daily actions affect the business. For example, bartenders should know how to reduce product waste, servers should understand recycling rules, and kitchen staff should know how to separate food waste properly. Without team cooperation, sustainability plans become more difficult to maintain. I would also recommend that bars educate customers more clearly. Some businesses may already include small notes on menus about local ingredients or sustainable practices, but I think more bars should explain these efforts. Customers are often willing to support environmentally responsible businesses, especially if they understand the purpose behind these changes. Overall, I believe sustainability in bars is a very positive change for the beverage industry. It improves business operations, protects the environment, and meets modern customer expectations at the same time. Some business owners may worry about sustainability costs too much money, but in many cases it actually saves money over time through lower utility bills, reduced waste, and strong customer loyalty. I think the future of beverage management will depend heavily on how well businesses can balance profit with responsibility. Sustainability should not be viewed as extra work, but as a normal part of running a successful bar. As future professionals in hospitality and beverage management, learning about these practices helps us prepare for real industry expectations. My question for my classmates would be, do you think customers are willing to pay slightly more at a bar if they know the business is using sustainable practices? I believe many people would, especially if they know their money is supporting something beneficial for the environment and the community.